phosphorus weighs in having you have the procedure performed sooner than your kidney function normalizes, then I would err on the side of safety and say, okay, we'll deal with the kidney function abnormality post, and God forbid if you get to the point where you need dialysis, the dialysis, you may come off of it because your kidney function was better before the dye exposure. And so even if you need dialysis, likely, I don't have a crystal ball to predict, but there is a chance that you may recover and get off of dialysis with time. But I think let's kind of see. He's saying your EKG is getting better, which is a good sign that maybe there is some opportunity to wait a little bit longer. So if you can wait through the weekend and kind of see what happens with your kidney function, let's do that. Yeah. But let's plan for not delay this too far because of the fact that there's a complex lesion there.
Yeah.
And it could be erratic potentially. I
Yeah.
don't want to put you at risk.
Right. That's true.
Open whenever you guys feel.
Yeah.
The other thing I was thinking, obviously, we do a lot of procedures here at Bolingbrook. We do a lot of heart attack patients, but we don't have all the equipment in case the blockage doesn't yield easily, especially the special balloon that I mentioned, the shockwave balloon. We don't have it here yet. It may be better, and we can think about this today, that we're going to make this decision right now, but it may be better we transfer you to Hinsdale Hospital, where we do more of the complex cases, where we have everything we need in case the blockage doesn't yield easily. We'll always try the simple things first. If it doesn't work, that's when we have to escalate what we do so that we can get a good result where the stent can fully expand. And for that, the blockage really has to yield. And sometimes it won't yield with the standard balloons. We may have to use special balloons and special equipment for that. It may not be a bad idea to transfer you over the weekend.
And what we don't want to do is to go in there here and then I have to go back and introduce more dye a second time.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. That's
Yeah.
it would be like a waste of your time.
Well,
Again,
it's
it could
not a
also
waste of
hurt
anything.
him.
It's hurt him.
It could hurt him.
Then
I know.
Sequential dye exposure.
Correct.
would-
Yeah.
It'll stop, then
Yeah.
you transfer
Okay.
them again, get groin access, all that.
Right.
A lot of it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do
I
you
would
live,
err on the
sir?
side, yeah.
Where do you live, sir?
So you're in Bolingbrook.
You're in
Yeah.
Bolingbrook. Got it.
But I know my sister likes that hospital,
Yeah.
the Hinsdale. Yeah, because she lives in right
hate
by
driving there, but
Oak Brook.
it's a good hospital.
I know, but it's
Yeah,
you know
it'll
what?
just be a transfer. We do the case when everything is ready, when your
Okay.
creatinine is stable and the renal people feel comfortable.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm all for doing it wherever I can get the best result.
So, do
Yeah.
it, and hopefully we can do it
Right.
Monday. We'll see.
Hopefully.
So maybe over the weekend plan for transfer? Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe tomorrow. We'll
Today,
get
Am I allowed to
okay.
watch football on Sunday?
What's that?
Am I allowed to watch football
You
games on
can
Sunday?
watch whatever you want. As long as
Yeah, and that's the
as long
point,
as your
right?
heart rate doesn't go to 120,
Yeah.
you get upset.
Maybe
You
you
get
need to have a
upset.
little bit of a sedative before.
Who's playing? What's this Sunday?
I'm not even sure.
Yeah.
It's just a whole bunch of it's second week, so.
Yeah,
Got it.
I know.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
But that's good.
But okay, well, I'm glad to
Alright,
hear that you have.
Also went to the hospital, so you want to just weigh in on that.
Yeah,
transfer.
How was the PT or the creatinine?
We're waiting for it to come back. I just checked prior to walking in.
Okay.
It's not back yet.
But because of his case, you prefer him transfer because it's
Technology.
because it's
Potentiality.
Yeah.
Be
Special
better.
balloon.
Be better?
From a procedural standpoint.
Okay.
That we have everything. and
yeah.
we can just
I
finish
agree. That's a
the
good
job.
thing.
Which
Yeah.
vessels are clogged? Is it?
This is the circumflex artery that's the one going to the back, and then there's it, and it involves a large side branch too. So it's not in one
Yeah,
spot; it's
of
in
course.
2 spots.
I never have anything simple happen.
Has and this is you said it's not very common, these kind of problems, or has
No,
happened?
no, we deal with this all the time.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, this
Okay.
is, like I said, the blockage itself we can treat. If he didn't have a kidney issue, he would
Yeah.
have already had the procedure, and he may either here or
Okay.
there, and we would have taken.
But what I'm
care
trying
of
to say is like what's happening with him,
Yeah.
like has this happened for people just like him who have a transplant? This is like a thing, or is a very small percentage? Like people who have a
it.
transplant and have
do you
this
have
issue.
diabetes, or do you have
No.
diabetes? No
I
diabetes.
had. That's
You
what I
had.
had the transplant for 21 years ago.
So when you had the pancreatic transplant, prior to that you had diabetes.
Right.
You never smoked, nothing like
No.
that. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I mean, so obviously that's a major risk factor, even
Yeah.
having had diabetes
Right.
previously, and he
Yeah.
might have had some plaque buildup to start with, and
right.
it has gradually
Yeah.
progressed to this point.
Now, can I
So-
ask you, after this
Yeah.
and everything, what is the recovery time for something like this?
So typically for groin procedures, couple of days we tell them to take it easy, not drive, not do much, just to
Right.
make sure the groin
Okay.
access site
Yeah.
heals. But really beyond that, as long as we get a good stent result, he can get back to normal activities.
Really?
There's no
Oh, okay.
restrictions because of the procedure itself.
Okay.
In fact, if we did it from the wrist, there would be almost no restriction. But for the
Yeah,
groin, we
you
give
gotta
a
watch.
little more.
Okay. Okay, well, that's good to know. Any
And-
questions?
And kidney disease patients itself will have higher risk of coronary blockages, more complex coronary blockages,
Really?
calcified coronary blockages. So
Oh,
so
really?
we always have to
Okay.
be prepared
Yeah.
for a little more of a challenge when
Yeah.
we treat people with chronic kidney disease.
And he has a pacemaker. Will that affect anything
No,
or
it
no?
won't.
Oh, good.
That's
Good.
actually good in a way because sometimes
Yeah.
when we do angioplasty and these kind of blockages, the heart rate will slow down and all that.
Oh,
but for
really?
him, that's not going to be an issue.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
since he
good
has
to
a
know.
pacemaker,
Yeah.
Is, I don't know about this, but is there any way to like reverse the calcification that I have in my